Hello everybody, welcome to this week's blog, or vlog, sorry, I keep getting a bit confused on that. But I suppose I've got to give a comment on the market because it's very interesting. So in March, we had a real pickup in buyer inquiry at the beginning of March, which sort of ebbed off towards the end as we moved towards Easter and the school holiday period. March was the strongest sales month that we've had this financial year, which is interesting, so very happy about that. And also the industry in general had a strong March. So it would seem that across the board, buyers made decisions to act. And I think that was triggered by the interest rate staying flat. So, people going, right, it's now time to get on and do what I need to do. So very good. Interestingly, we had our first opens, after the Easter break last Saturday, and we saw a jump up in activity. So it actually stepped up in terms of inquiries. In terms of inspections, so the agents were reporting, properties that were getting 5 people were suddenly getting 12. So that was interesting. The one little tinsy-wincy thing that we're keeping an eye on is the number of offers that have come through. So we've seen inquiry up, we've seen inspection attendees up, we've seen contract requests up, but offers has actually dropped. So that could be just a symptom that we've got a new wave of buyers that are coming to the market and they're just getting themselves organised before they make offers. It also could be an indication that buyers, despite the interest, are being conservative and being careful. So for vendors out there, just be conscious of that. Don't get too carried away. Just as I've said to our sales guys, just stay on your process, stay on the facts, keep going. But it is a more positive outlook. On the rental market, still strong. So much in the press, including us, actually. We got quoted we ended up in the Herald about the rental crisis, the rents being pushed up, and there's no doubt that the rents are going up, and they've probably gone past pre-COVID levels now. And that is definitely a symptom of the lack of stock. So, I think we're having a few issues in the sense that owners are restricted about how many times they can increase the rent. And also what that means is, and also these rental auction rules are actually a bit annoying because, they're trying to stop people from bidding rents up, which I do get it. But what that is doing, the unintended consequences, is landlords are going, right, I'd rather take the risk of no tenant in order to make sure I maximize my rent. So what it's actually doing is pushing tenants out. So I don't know. Sometimes these rules that people make, that the governments do, they can tend to have consequences that people didn't expect and actually end up being just a tinsy-wincy bit stupid. Anyway, that's enough of that. So anyway, positive all around. Thanks very much. See you next week.